we are saved by works. It's exactly what Islam and religion tells you. But let me tell you about this verse right quick. Now, I know this is going to kind of spread fear, but I'm going to tell y'all anyways because y'all want to hear this. Y'all need to hear this. And I think everybody should hear this. And this is compared to now. So let's look at it. So right now we are in Mathew 7 verse 21 to, I think, the end of 23. Alright. Not everyone who saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. And in a second, I'm going to tell y'all the will of the Father. And I need to not hurry up, but many will say to me, in that day, the Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And this is Jesus literally talking to us. So this is really cool. And in thy name have cast out devils, in thy name done many wonderful works. And I will profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you that work iniquity, or something like that. So does that mean for us Christians? No. It's for people who believe that works will get you into heaven. So Muslims, if you're doing the 5 pillars of Islam, I know if y'all find this disrespect, I do not care, to be honest, a little bit, but I should not, because I'm going to tell y'all anyways. Even if I feel like this is wrong, I'm going to tell y'all anyways, because I'm doing what's right. If you're following the 5 pillars of Islam, if you're following something like what is it called, the Eightfold Path, if you're Buddhist. Now, I'm not trying to disrespect people, but I'm trying to completely connect this thing. I ain't trying to disrespect, but I'm trying to tell y'all this is not what Jesus said. If you're Catholics and saying you need to do this, this, and this is not what Jesus said. Catholics say, hey, you gotta go to Mary. But like I said, you do not do that to go to heaven. You go to Jesus to go to heaven, not through Mary. You're saved. Now, we're going to the next big thing. If y'all feel disrespected in this video, hey, that means your souls. That means somebody is convicting you, and it's the Spirit. So next, we're going to go to the next verse, and this is called the will of the Father verse. All right, we're going to go to John, I think 6:39 or something. I think, but it's actually John 6:40. My bad, but we're going to do it again, anyways. So, and this is the will of Him, of Him that sent me, that everyone which seek the Son, believe unto Him, may have everlasting life, and I will raise him at the last day. So what is he talking about? If you truly have faith in Jesus, not forced faith. Now, not forced faith. If you have true faith in Jesus, that He died on the cross, if you seek Him through your heart, not through words, not through empty words, because Jesus is looking here, not His mouth right here. He's looking through here. He's reading your heart. That means you got to exercise your heart, make your heart feel like, oh, we need to go to Jesus. Then you will be saved. Not maybe, you will. That's the will of the Father. And did it talk about you got to do this, this, and this to go to heaven? It did not. Literally, remember the Mathew verse that we talked about. And speaking of faith, we got to talk about this one, and this one's in Ephsesians. Now, I know this Bible is basically crumbled up, but we're going to go ahead and read it. Ephsesians 2 verse 8 through 9. For by grace art ye saved through faith, and not of yourself. It is the gift of God, not of works, lest any man should boast. So what does that mean? You're not saved by works. You're saved because what Jesus did on the cross. Literally, Jesus was the ultimate sacrifice. Let me talk about this. Before Jesus died on the cross, what did people do back in the day? To get forgiven in the Bible, back in the day, people would literally had to sacrifice something just to be forgiven for their sins. But Jesus abolished that on the cross. And the best part is, you no longer have to follow Old Testament laws. The only laws that are going to remain is the 10 Commandments, the 7 deadly sins, and all of the stuff Jesus taught us, and all of Paul's letters, and all of that stuff. New Testament laws is what remain. The Old Testament is just like stories. You don't technically have to follow it, but this is pretty cool. It's how people lived back in the day. Still, you know. So it's like saying this. Oh, I have to follow Roman law. Christianity, the Old Testament, literally, you don't have to follow this old stuff no more. You don't have to. You don't. It's abolished. Meaning you don't have. I mean, sometimes we do have to make sacrifices. But if Jesus wants you to say, hey, you need to sacrifice this, that's exactly what we still have to do. It's not because we need to get forgiven. It's because it's to get us closer to Him. So I mean, you're gonna be making sacrifices to Him. And again, for works, we do works because we want to be like Jesus Christ. We don't. So fruit of the Spirit is not forced. It is natural. It's like fruit. When it grows, it's natural. It's not forcefully growing. It's naturally growing. When you grow, you're naturally growing. You're not forcefully growing. You're not doing this just to grow. No, you're just going to grow naturally. And that's how it works. The more you read this, because I am getting some interest in reading this more. The more you read this, the more you will know. And trust me, this is a pretty cool book. So yes, guys. So we're not saved by works. We're saved because of Jesus Christ and His mercy and His death on the cross. So I see you all later. Peace out. And I'm very sad that people are going to be led astray. And even children are being told that you gotta be work just to go to heaven. You have to do this, this, and this to go to heaven. You have to do this, this, and this to go to heaven. Well, all you got to do is put your faith in Jesus, and you're all set. But that does not mean you can continue sinning, because Jesus died to get rid of sin. If you keep on sinning while you got faith in Jesus, you're abusing His grace. So do not do that. I see you all later. Peace out.